Soil is the quiet backbone of every garden, but it doesn't stay healthy forever. Over time, practices like overplanting the same crops, pushing seasonal plantings in the exact same spot year after year, and even the natural exhaustion of old garden beds can leave soil depleted and lifeless. This is why gardeners often find themselves facing hard, dull, or dead soil that doesn't seem to support plants the way it used to. Today, we're highlighting 3 incredible vegetables: beans, radishes, and mustard greens that don't just feed you, but also heal the earth beneath your feet, working as natural soil amenders that restore nutrients, improve texture, and boost microbial life. So how do you bring it all together in your own garden? You can rotate these crops season by season or even use them in succession plantings. For example, plant beans in the spring to enrich the soil with nitrogen. Follow with daikon radish in late summer to break up compaction and bring nutrients up. Then seed mustard greens in fall to cleanse the soil and prepare it for spring crops. This cycle doesn't just revive soil, it transforms it into a living ecosystem where microbes, worms, and organic matter thrive. Let's start with beans. Simple, humble beans, yet they carry one of the most powerful gifts for soil: nitrogen. Beans belong to the legume family. And here's the secret: they form a partnership with special bacteria in their roots. These bacteria take nitrogen from the air and turn it into a form that plants can use, essentially fertilizing the soil naturally. Beans love warmth, so the best time to plant them is after your last spring frost, once the ground has warmed to at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. In most areas, late spring to early summer is perfect. They aren't picky about soil but do best in loose, well-drained beds. Even if your soil is depleted, beans can still help. Sandy soil, beans can grow. Clay soil? As long as it drains, beans will get to work fixing nitrogen. And here's where the magic happens. When the season is over, instead of ripping them out and tossing them, you can use the chop and drop method. Cut the bean plants at the base and leave the roots in the soil. Those roots are packed with nitrogen nodules that will slowly release nutrients back into the ground. The leaves and stems left on top break down into organic matter, feeding earthworms and microbes. You've just given your soil a natural fertilizer boost with no extra cost. Now that beans have added fertility, let's dig deeper, literally, with daikon radish. This isn't your typical small radish. Daikon is a powerhouse with roots that can grow a foot or more into the soil. Why does that matter? Because dead compacted soil often suffocates plant roots. Daikon acts like a natural tiller, drilling down, breaking up the hardpan, and creating channels for air, water, and roots to follow. The best time to plant daikon radish is late summer to early fall. Plant them about 8 to 10 weeks before your first hard frost, and they'll work on loosening your soil before winter sets in. They can handle compacted or clay-heavy soil better than most vegetables, and in fact, the tougher your soil, the more useful daikon becomes. They even scavenge nutrients from deep layers and pull them closer to the surface. When it comes time for chop and drop, you don't always harvest them for the kitchen. If your goal is soil revival, let them grow, then when they reach maturity, simply chop the tops and leave the roots in the ground. Over winter, those roots decompose, creating natural tunnels in your soil. By spring, you've got fluffy, rich earth that's far easier to plant in. Think of daikon as a plant that tills, feeds, and disappears, all without you lifting a shovel. With daikon doing the heavy lifting underground, let's turn to mustard greens for a cleansing reset. Most gardeners think of mustard as a peppery salad green, but in soil building circles, mustard has another reputation. It's a biofumigant crop. What does that mean? Mustard releases natural compounds into the soil that can suppress harmful fungi, nematodes, and even certain weeds. It's like giving your soil a cleansing reset while adding organic matter at the same time. Mustard greens thrive in cool weather, so the best planting times are early spring and fall. They germinate quickly, grow fast, and can cover bare soil in no time. Adaptable to sandy soils, loamy soils, and even clay soils with decent drainage, mustard also works well in areas where disease pressure has weakened the soil over time. And when it comes to chop and drop, mustard is one of the easiest to use. Once it's lush and leafy, cut it down before it flowers and let the green matter lie on top. As it breaks down, it feeds the soil, increases organic carbon, and leaves behind healthier ground. Many farmers even use mustard as a cover crop to reset fields before planting more sensitive vegetables. In the end, reviving dead soil doesn't require chemicals, tillers, or expensive amendments. Sometimes the best medicine is a plant with a purpose. Beans heal with nitrogen, daikon radish digs and loosens, and mustard greens cleanse and refresh. Add chop and drop to the mix, and you've got a simple, regenerative system right in your own backyard. So the next time your soil looks tired, don't despair. Plant the cure, let nature do the heavy lifting, and watch your garden come back to life.